Welcome back, everybody. Lightning ESL word of the day. What's our word today? I don't know. Easy word, hard word, a word very common, very, very strange or old. Let's find out. Well, it's time to look up, straight up this time. All right. When do you stop? Bench. Bench. What's a bench? Bench is one syllable. Okay. Let's first of all take a look. How do we spell the word bench? Bench. We know it's one syllable. B-E-N-C-H. Bench. Bench. A long object, usually seen in a park. You sit down on it, 2 people, 4 people, and so on. That's one way of saying the word bench. All right? Could be hard metal. It could be wood. Who knows? You might call a sofa at Chesterfield a type of bench. But also, if you go to a court of law where the judge sits at the top, in other words, the front of the courtroom, all right? He or she might say, come to the bench, which means the prosecutor and defense attorney walk up to that location where the judge is sitting. That is the bench. He's sitting on the bench, and he has to qualify to be a judge. Can't just walk up and say, I'm a judge. No. So once he has reached that quality, or above average, he is on the bench. He decides, or she decides, the truth or consequences of the situation in court is where he sits at the bench. All right? But again, it's also in a park, or you might have a bench at home in your backyard and so on, where people sit down, 3 people, 4 people. Sometimes the bench goes back and forth and swings. It's usually a long, straight area of metal or wood. It's called a bench. B-E-N-C-H. Pretty straightforward, right? So the most 2 common idea of phrases that understand the word bench. A piece of metal across, or a piece of wood across, where people sit down in a park and things like that. Or you might see this actually in a food court, in an actual restaurant, sitting on a bench. You might be sitting in a food court of a major mall, shopping mall, and you're sitting on a bench having your lunch or dinner, whatever it is. Or in a court of law where the judge sits, it's called the bench. B-E-N-C-H. All right? Till next time, thanks very much for listening. Bye-bye.